Don't fumble the bag, fellas. I repeat, don't fumble the bag, fellas. Yes, this message is directed at the fellas, but ladies, you should take notes because I'm sure you can get something from this as well. What do you mean by don't fumble the bag? What I mean by that is, it's just like a piece of material, Persian blue, you know what I'm saying? That cloth, that silk, that fine silk that you can only find certain places. Yeah, you can find an imitation over here at the corner store, over there in the mall, all this and the third, but there's a certain cloth that only certain people are cut from, and you need to recognize that. I recognize it because in my own personal life, right, as of recent, I was let go of my job. And at the same time, I was getting to know, courting this woman that is in my life. At the same time, I knew, I had an inclination, I should say, that I might not have a job in a month. And that came to fruition. And I had to tell this same woman who told me it's God first and financial stability second. Once again, she said God first and financial stability is second. Crucial. She deals in finances. Why should I expect less, right? However, when the situation came to completion and you know, I received that news that I was going to be separating from the company. You know what she said? She said, fuck them. Send me your resume. I'm going to revise, redo, improve your resume so that not only do you get another job, but you're going to get a better paying job. And pardon me, this one's gonna run over. It's ran over a little bit. I'm gonna try to wrap it up soon. And the reality was, I'm gonna tell you, as of in the last 4 days, that came to fruition. I was made an offer that I damn near, as they say, couldn't refuse. And a lot of that had to do with the assistance, the help, the support that she gave me. And I'm going to tell you, sisters, this is why I say about you could take some notes too. She didn't hound me. She followed up with me. She stayed on me. And I know she wanted to see how serious I was about getting another position. But also she was even telling me, be particular. Don't just take the first thing thrown at you. And because she wanted me to be in the right position. And once again, fellas, when you talk about having a real one, that's something you got to pay attention to. The one that wants to put you in the right spot. You know what I mean? Like the great point guard. They want to make sure you making that cut. I'm going to hit you right there. And when I hit you, you ain't got anything else but to put it in the bucket. That's the type of partner you want. And another thing, and I'll wrap up with this. Spend time with that person. Not time that you find ways to distract yourselves from each other. I'm talking about time where you're literally sitting there looking at each other in the face and talking and exchanging thoughts, ideals, philosophies, everything under the sun, to see where y'all mesh and where you don't mesh. Don't be afraid to have that conversation about, well, we don't have this in common. Because I'm going to tell you, if you sit there and let it fester about what y'all don't have in common without discussing it, it's going to come up, and it probably could bring an end to what could have been potentially a great relationship. It's not that you're going to force what you all don't have in common to become in common. However, you will put things in place to say, well, this is how I'll cope with that. Y'all both will have agreed that we don't have this in common, but it won't keep us from being together. And that's what's so important about communication. So, willfully, this is helpful. Pardon, this was a little long. I might just put a snippet of it on IG and put the rest of it on YouTube. But once again, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.